Hello everyone and welcome to my last trailer video for today. Now this one's going to be different than the others since this one is more like just looking back through the old Bendy and Ink Machine trailers, in which it's not every single one of them, because if I was to try and look for every single one of them, then I wouldn't even be able to make one video on it. I would have to be like making multiple tiny little videos. And I'm pretty sure people wouldn't want that. So I went on YouTube and I looked up a video that could have as many trailers on it as possible, in which this I think has the most of them. There's like a few of them that wasn't added, but this is probably the best I can get. So if you ever do want to see this video right here, I'll put a link in the description just so that this person who made it, who went through the effort to find all these trailers, especially since most of them are now deleted on the official channel for Bendy and Ink Machine. Link to their channel and video will be in the description below. And of course we all know that TheMeatly is truly the creator of Bendy and Ink Machine, of course. But enough talking, I'm going to be quiet. Turn off my... Actually, no. I forgot. I'm going to be having the volume a little bit lower. Hopefully. So, and maybe talk throughout. So, well, let's start. Maybe. This was... I am actually surprised about how much Bendy and Ink Machine has changed, in which also you might have noticed that the music's different on this. The person who uploaded the video, I'm guessing, could not use the original trailer music, so they had to improvise, in which I can understand that because of copyright. But I'm hoping that, like, I don't know, but geez, that Ink Machine is tiny still. Like, sure, it's a little bit taller than you, but still, that thing's tiny. But that was the first trailer. It didn't exactly show off that much, and apparently Boris's original name was going to be Papa. And we got the teaser trailer for Chapter 2. Got that little whistle. I remember watching these trailers when they first came out. Because I watched Markiplier play this game when it first came out, and that's how I first heard of it, and I became an instant fan. That's how my love for Bendy started. And then I would follow their channel and watch all the trailers, and I was just like extremely hyped, even though I never even had the game. I'm sorry for moving the mouse. Oh, isn't this it? Oh no, this is a reveal trailer. This one scared me. I was actually thinking that you're going to be traveling through, like, an inky darkness with... Like, I was thinking that you're going to be going through a scene like that. Like, the closest there was whenever you took the path of the demon. Oh, and we get Tombstone Picnic. You know what I think should happen? I say there should be an actual TV series or a YouTube series, like kind of like what TheMeatly's doing right now, but like a full-on series or maybe even like a TV series or YouTube series based on the actual game. Like, it can help explain the story in which you get to, like, but that would also mean that we would actually get to see of Henry. And I'm thinking that in Bendy Nightmare Run, I'm thinking that there should be a secret collectible to where you can collect reels of tape, and they play little cartoons. Some of them, I say, should be like of the ones that we've already seen, and some of them should be brand new. And we got this scene, which this area was added when Chapter 5 came out, or Chapter 4, I can't remember. I think it was Chapter 4. Or maybe it was Chapter 5. And we got the Bendy jump scare. It would have been cool to see this scene actually, but apparently in one of the previous times Henry was going to the studio, he must have gotten himself killed in that miracle station. Chapter 4. Oh no, not Chapter 4, this is still Chapter 3. The door was never that, like, broken. Maybe they took that part out and instead just left it. You know, I always think of things like completely different before the actual chapter comes out. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find some light.
You know, it's surprising how Bendy and Ink Machine has only been out for, I don't know, about maybe a year or two? Like about maybe a year and a half? Oh, here's the Halloween. We got a quick little glimpse of the house from the Hello Neighbor. You know what kind of... Sorry, I was hearing the clock in the background in the trailer, and I think that there should be an actual Bendy clock that looks like that. Now this one I was really interested in, because I didn't know what could happen, and this music is scary. I was also wondering if that hand was either of Henry's or of Boris's, because it looks like it was over by the elevator, and I almost thought that Alice looked different. But also, why did she make herself... Why didn't she change herself also? She just left herself in the same... Look, she didn't change at all.
Did you lose something? Why are you here? We're all dying to find out.
I'm guessing that this was early in the production, because the game doesn't look as yellowy anymore.
I'm coming.
It looks more... has a lot more shades. So it's not completely like a weird, bright yellow. It has more of like an orangey red effect almost because of the lighting, which it makes it look a lot more eerie looking. Oh, and here's the updates. Like you've never seen before. You know, I'm actually wondering, with the updates, do they actually... Was the game supposed to be looking like the newest version of the game? Because he said that he already had like the entire story planned out. Like he had everything planned out. And I'm also wondering if there's going to be still new secrets to be shown. And every time that like that violin or whatever instrument is being played at that scene, it keeps on feeling like depressing. Ah, this music, I love it. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. There was a pool table in that room. There's Sammy. We got a quick glimpse of Sammy Lawrence. He now looks bluff, apart from like when he just never even had a shape. He now just like looks like he's a bodybuilder. And I really like this music for the Butcher Gang. Happy Boris! I love Boris. It's just upsetting how Boris died in Chapter 3. He had to die, sadly.
Looks like you've got a date with an angel. Just follow the screens.
And of course, Bendy's got a cool redesign. Ooh, now here's where the trailers get really interesting. Especially with the music, in my opinion.
Henry, why are you here?
The ink demon has something that we need. I'm going after him.
That music always, like, for some reason, I almost feel like crying because, like, it's the end. Now this music I also think is, like, really, like, intense.
I believe there's something special in homes.
For this trailer, like, it leads up to the end.
Why, with enough belief, you can even cheat death itself.
Looks like we're in for a fight.
Here they come!
That was a hard fight, in my opinion. Yeah, I got the game, and I had a friend help me, because I would have never been able to get through chapters 4 or 5. So, I've also... So someone actually noticed in this part of the trailer with Bendy, because if you noticed, he's got the same body as he did whenever chapter 2 and 3 came out. He doesn't exactly have that much of a figure. Like, he doesn't look like they went on a diet anymore, because that's what he now looks like ever since chapter 5 came out. He went on an extreme diet, but this one looks like chapter 3 and 2 and 3 version. Because that his hand is extremely small. He's got the flat torso, body area, and he doesn't really got that much of a foot. What else was there? Oh, there was something else. Oh, whenever this trailer also first came out, this part of the trailer, I was actually surprised to see plant life growing here. It's like you're how far down underground? There really isn't water, and there really isn't any sort of natural sunlight. So how are these plants even alive? Unless these plants are fake. Which makes the most amount of sense. But I am just surprised about how much we went from here to chapter 2 to where things started looking, to where Bendy started getting more of course, you got a better look, you get to explore more secrets are revealed. We meet up with Alice and Boris. Oh yeah, and of course in chapter 2 we meet up with Sammy. And we get to go through probably the hardest chapter in my opinion, which is chapter 3, because I'm always hiding in those miracle stations. Then chapter 4 comes out, which in my opinion, that's one of my favorite chapters. Mainly because of like the Bertram boss fight, and I discovered that after watching a video that you can ride on him. And also, someone made a video, Super Horror Bro. If you were to watch his videos, he made a video on the giant hand from chapter 5. My thought is that this arm was supposed to be meant for, like, the arms are supposed to be meant for a giant Bendy statue that was supposed to be found at Bendyland. What I think happened is that this arm stayed up here, but if you guys remember that from chapter 4, towards the very beginning, after you get out of the library, the archives room, you find this giant inky abyss, in which you don't even know how far down that hole is. So I'm thinking that the giant hand, and that the other hand, not this hand, but the other hand for the giant Bendy statue, fell down there at some point, like something must have broke, or it just slipped down there by accident. And it fell into the inky river and lived there and became all mutated from the ink. Kind of like how Allison said that it can claim you. So even inanimate objects can become living creatures. So just like how a giant hand or arm can become that inky creature that we've seen in chapter 5. That's my theory on it. And it might not be true, but it's just what I think. And oh, and also here's a silly thing. Chapter 5, towards the very end, Tom moonwalked. He's showing some swag. To me, I think it was just a bug. But apparently this is not going to be the end for Bendy, because that they obviously opened it up for a sequel. But this is pretty much just going to be all for this video. And I do hope that you enjoyed, but I am sorry if it wasn't exactly the greatest kind of analysis kind of thing. But I do hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.